Alrighty, today we got a couple of things that I went to the local vintage toy store. Well, it ain't really local, it's about an hour and a half from me, but that's the name of it. They posted this on their Facebook page, and I saw them and I wanted them, and so I was like, you know what, I'm not doing anything on this day, let's go. And I went to 3djoes.com and I looked, and he looked complete, so I went ahead and made the trip out there. And I got a couple of Cobra Troopers here. This is for the this is the His Tank 2 driver. He is complete, or Track Viper, that's what they want to call it. He is complete. He looks very good. And first, I wanted him, so let's open this guy up first. Again, that's the name of it. And it's a very awesome store. It's about an hour and a half from me, and it's well worth the trip. And they don't really have any modern Joes there, and as I've stated before, I'm more of a modern collector. However, they do have some stuff, vintage figures that I want, and this is one of them. He seems like he had a new O-ring in there. Yeah, seems like to me like he's got a new O-ring, and it might be too small for it, because this is really tight. But yeah, he's I went to 3djoes.com and I looked at it, and I wanted to make sure everything here looked like it was wanted to make sure it was fully complete. I got some extra stands for them. So again, with these, you always have to be careful of their stands, because you can crack their heels. But like I said, he looked complete. I went ahead and got it. I've been wanting this Viper for a while. I don't know how this is supposed to go. I just looked at his accessories on 3D Joe's. I didn't look how anything was supposed to go. So it seems like that would go that way. I could be wrong, but anyway, let's see here. I don't know how these go. Let's see. They should have like a. I'll be honest with you, like I said, I don't know how these are supposed to go. I don't know if I'm doing it the right way or not. I'll have to get on there and look. I'm pretty sure these are how they're supposed to go. And it could be that this is on the wrong way. I don't know. Again, I'd have to get on 3D Joe's and look. But for the most part, he looks complete. I'll figure him out later. I don't want to spend the whole video trying to put him together. And here's the Track Viper. Now, I don't have the His 2 tank. His Tank 2, His 2 tank, whatever. I don't have it. But a friend of mine has one that he's piecing together for me. But his for sure doesn't have the driver. So, and then again with vintage Joes, you always have to be careful of their thumbs. And yeah, there we go. He's a little loose. He's a little loose on his O-ring. But again, I'm gonna have him carefully. Sorry, my cats are fighting each other again. Or chasing each other around anyway. There. Podcat just jumped on the table. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to put this guy together. I'm certain that there's a way of doing it. But I'll have to figure it out, basically. Because I don't know how this is supposed to go. And like I said, I'm sure there's like ways to do it on there. I mean, but this store, they do buy, sell, trade. And if you're in the area or if you're close to them, I definitely recommend checking them out. They're very nice people. Again, I guess their business is booming because that's the busiest I've ever seen that store. Like is the absolute busiest I have ever seen that place be. So anyway, I'm excited about my new purchases. Like I said, they do make a modern version of this guy, the Laser Viper. I do plan on getting it eventually. But it doesn't look, he looks a little bit like this, but he comes with the modern, the only difference mainly between is he doesn't have the backpack with the guns over it. He has the modern sci-fi's gun, and that's a bit much in my opinion. They should have kept it like this. I mean, he looks similar to this. Like the figure itself looks quite similar, but they only did they gave him Sci-Fi's weapon basically, and I wish they would have kept it like this. So I'm okay with having two different ones, and yeah, I still like the head sculpts on the originals, but a little bit better. I like the modern has more detailed on the face, but I do like how the ball jointed better because they move around a little better in my opinion. But like I said, there's things that I like about the new, and there's things I like about the old better. But anyway, where would his head be in this thing? I don't think he could barely see. His eyes would be like right here. Barely see. But that's beside the point. I mean, there's no paint around. I mean, this figure looks really well kept. So, and whenever I get a new figure in, I always think of, well, I wonder, who had you, or where'd you come from? How long you been there? Stuff like that. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm glad about my purchase. I'm looking forward to going there more. It's going to be a while before I can go back again because it's just such a long drive. And I may have them do some shipping. I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather just go get it. I mean, that's just me. I'd rather. Sorry, cats are fighting. I would rather go just pick it up instead of waiting and then possibly somebody stealing it, because I've had one thing. I've never had to deal with porch pirates before, but I did have one thing stolen off my porch recently, and I don't. I'm nervous about ordering stuff again for that reason. So anyway, I appreciate everybody, and y'all take care.